record a video of me going over this section 3.5 with you. It's a little bit complicated, so I want you to be able to pause, rewind, rewatch if you need to. Okay? So basically what we have here is we have 3 variables and we need at least 3 equations. This one has x, y, and z for every single one of them. If you just had x equals or y equals, then you could use substitution and pare it down. Sometimes you won't have an x, y, or z in an equation, and then you want to use that as one of your ones to eliminate a variable. But these are definitely the most complicated ones that have 3 variables and 3 equations. So I'm just going to walk you through how to do this. So before we get started, I like to number these equations 1, 2, and 3. And I put a circle around them, okay? You put a circle around them because then they're not part of the equation, or they're not actually part of your work, it's just you're numbering them. So what we need to do is we need to find either x, y, or z and eliminate it from each equation. So I'm going to pick 2 of the 3 equations and eliminate a variable. As you can see, the z's would be kind of messy to eliminate. So I'm going to pick out the x's just because I see 2x and 2x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top equation and I'm just going to change all the signs to go ahead and actually I'm going to do change the bottom ones because then the y's and the z's will be positive. So take your third equation and change all the signs. So we're going to take equation 2, which is 2x minus y plus 3z equals -5, and I'm going to take equation 3, but I'm going to change all the signs. -2x plus 3y plus 5z equals -27. And I'm going to combine these 2 equations. So I get 2y plus 8z equals -32. This is going to be my equation number 4. Okay? And you realize we eliminated a variable, right? X is now gone from equation 4. So I have not used equation 1 yet. So I need to use equation 1, and then I can pick either 2 or 3 and also eliminate x. So since I eliminated x here, I need to eliminate x here. Okay? So I'm going to use equation 1, but remember, we got to multiply these by -2 because we want the x's to go away. So I'll do equation 1 and 2, but I'm going to multiply equation 1 by -2. So this becomes -2x minus 4y minus 2z equals -20. And I'm just going to use equation 2. You could use equation 3 if you want. So these will go away again. -5y plus z equals -25. And this becomes my equation 5. Now look, we have equation 2 over here, we have equation 4 over here that has y and z. We have equation 5 over here which has y and z. Now you have 2 equations with y and z. You can solve those like we did our 2 variable ones. So you're going to take this equation, the 5th one, and this 4th one, and you're going to solve for y and z. Let me do that over here. So let's take a look at our letters, right? We have 2y and we have -5y. That might get kind of messy. So I'm going to multiply my 5th equation by -8 so the z's will cancel. So we have 2y plus 8z equals -32. And now I'm going to multiply everything in number 5 by -8. So we have 40y minus 8z equals 200. That'll go away. 42y equals 168. So y equals 4. So you do all that work to get y equals 4. And now we go backwards. So you go to equation 4 or 5 to get z. And then you go to equation 1, 2, or 3 to get x. Right? So let's work backwards then. I can plug in +4 right here. So I get -5 times +4 plus z equals -25. So that's -20 plus z equals -25. So z equals -5. So now I have two of my three letters, and I'm going to use one of these equations to get x. I'll just use the top one because x is already by itself, right? So I'm going to use this equation, x plus 2y plus z equals 10. But now I know y and I know z. So x plus 2 times 4 minus 5 equals 10. X plus 8 minus 5, so x plus 3 equals 10. So x equals 7. And that was a lot of work to get a final answer of 7, 4, -5. And as always, you could plug these into those three equations to see if they work. Okay? I'm going to walk you through one more. Okay, I'm going to walk you through one more. So here's three equations, right? X, Y, and Z. Go ahead and number them. And you need to go ahead now and pick out a variable in which you think would be easy to eliminate. Right away, Z jumps out at me, okay? Because I see one's positive, one's negative, right? It's a 2, it's a -1. Those would be easy to manipulate to get rid of. So I'm going to try and get rid of the Z's. I'm going to take equations 1 and 3 and just change the signs in equation 3 to get rid of Z. So I have this remains the same. And now I'm going to take equation 3 and I'm just going to change the signs to it. And I get 4x minus y equals -14. So this becomes my fourth equation. See how easy that was, right? Just got rid of z. Now I did not use equation 2 yet, right? I used 1 and 3. So I have to use equation 2 and I have to get rid of z. So I need to double it, right? I'll use the top one. So I'll do 1 and 2. 1 stays the same again. And I have to use number 2. If I want to get rid of z, I have to double it. And everything needs to double, okay? The 5 needs to be times by 2. This needs to be times by 2. This needs to be times by 2. Everything gets times by 2. Okay? The z's will go away. 9x plus 5y equals 12, and that's my equation 5. And once you get to that step, once you get to your fourth and fifth equation, they should be two variables that are the same in both equations. So my equation 4 has y and x. My equation 5 has y and x, so I'm good to go. So now I take a look at my equation 4, and I take a look at my equation 5. I'm going to go after y, right? Because this is negative, this is 5, so if I times this by 5, the y's will go away. So I'm going to multiply equation 4 by 5. Okay? And then I have my equation 5. And I get 29x equals 58. So x equals -2. Okay? So you get x equals -2. Now we go backwards. So you go either here or you go here and plug in x. I'll go here just because the 5's positive. I don't like dealing with negative variables. So we got 9 times -2 plus 5y equals 12, -18. So 5y equals 30. So y equals 6. Now you have y equals 6 and you have x equals -2. You need to solve for z. So you go back into 1, 2, or 3. I'll just use 3. Those numbers are small. So x, so here's the equation I'm going to use. X plus 4y plus 2z equals 16. Well, I know x is -2. I know y is 6. So now I just need to solve for z. So that's 24 minus 2 is 22. So 2z equals -6. So z is -3. So my final answer here is -2, 6, -3. This could be really frustrating, okay? Someone could have looked at that problem and like, I'm not getting rid of z, I'm gonna get rid of y first. And you'd end up with the same answer, it's just the process is gonna be completely different. So I want you to try a couple homework problems that are posted on Google Classroom tonight. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go over this again. I'm gonna take any questions you might have. We're gonna take this kind of slow because I know it's a little bit frustrating. And really what we're doing is we're just testing some perseverance and some problem solving skills that you might have. One little negative sign or one little distribution sign along the way though is gonna mess you up for the whole problem. So try it, do the best you can. Let me know what kind of questions you have. We're gonna have a little quiz on Friday just to kind of see how you're doing with this stuff, and we'll go from there. Hope you guys have a great day.